Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Stalker Gamma, and we are in the Clear Sky camp. Made it here last night. It was a very quiet stroll through the swamp. There was literally nothing. And slept through the night. And now here we are in the morning. Check to make sure, you know, there's no loners that crept in during the night, but looks like there aren't. And we're off to, well, first of all, we have to meet with Cold. I think that was his name. Report our success. Well, report my success. And my success alone.
Как насчет выпить закусить?
Listen, you better hope that I'm zdrav and prav, as we say, where I'm from, but yeah, you guys were absolutely hopeless. Just got wiped out before I even got there. However, the road to Gordon is secure. And for that, we got 3 morphines, an army medkit, and a tiny bit of money, and also a stash in Agroprom. Which is going to be useful because we need to go there eventually, but yeah. Does he have any work for us? Not really, not that I want to take on right now. I've been thinking a little bit this morning. Didn't have any breakfast, just some mineral water was enough, although I could eat something. Or I could not eat the things I have with me. That's also an option. In fact, an option I would prefer at this point.
Привет, Stalker!
Hello.
Все одно и то же. Только вернулись и снова куда-то гонят.
Yeah, not, I mean, look. Would you be interested in buying at least
Вот так задумаешься,
some of these things?
Ну, мы понятно.
Also, if you can exchange cigarettes with me, that would
С
be...
начальством тоже понятно. Им
Wait,
конкретные
Slava
результаты.
cigarettes are...
Но неужто за
Am I
всем
smoking the
этим
wrong
стоит
ones?
Что-то большее.
Marlboro's minus 15, Slava is minus 20.
Именно.
I think this is Iskra, right? Iskra is minus 14. These ones are minus 22, and Malraux's the cheapest one. Lucky Striker minus 15 as well.
Приз за кустом поджидает.
Plus 3, plus 2, plus 1, minus 2, minus 2.
Не то.
It's not that big of a difference, but these ones are the worst ones, honestly. Oh well. It's a habit, I suppose, and I'm not gonna change it, I guess. A couple of things. One, I need to read this. But that's cool, we got an anomaly map out of it.
Ствол-то убери!
Then, I got the SVD, obviously, I showed that previously. I can put the tulip site on it, which, I mean, that's just a bit wrong, honestly. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff over here I need to deposit and, you know, disassemble and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got to sell this as well, but I'm gonna do that, and I'm probably gonna do a good chunk of this off camera, to be honest with you, because it's not very interesting watching me do all of this, and I'm gonna disassemble this one. Here's the thing, though. So I need an emergency repair kit for the armor, and etc, etc. I'm carrying around a lot of stuff. I want to check, before I make any decisions, I want to check the task board. And the task board is anomalous study in the garbage. Alright. Anti-radiation drugs, bandit patches, steel wall, don't have money, much of that.
Спокойная стала. Никогда не
Military
знаешь, какой
patches.
будет
Listen, I'll
сон
take
поджидает. Ты удовольствие
the steel wall
от работы
task,
не
because it's
то
in
уже,
camp.
не то.
But then everything else is a bit... Yeah, Diurnal Predator also. These are not great jobs. Not that I'm being overly picky, considering the fact that I am completely broke.
Если
However, give me 1 steel wall. Give me like 2. Oh, and obviously I need to sell all this to you. Yeah, 14,000 rubles is absolutely nothing. However,
Если что, за себя
I'm
постоять
gonna hand
сможет.
in not you? Is it the guy next to you?
Здорово!
Здорово. There you go. There's your steel wall. And you've given me
Я со своей пушкой
very small amount of money. However, that's fine. Pay more trust among Clear Sky and Mercenaries, that's all I'm looking for. If I go over to Relations, you'll see that my relations with the Mercenaries are at 492, which is very close to 500, and 500 is a magical number, because when I get to 500, I get new stuff. There's also tools in the stash in Agroprom. This is very difficult. There's an army encampment over here, and I need to clear it out. Now, with my current ammunition and my current status in general, it's going to be nigh on impossible to finish. However, I'm thinking we hire the guide to get me to the mercenary base. Which is going to be 30,000 rubles. It's a bit much, but I haven't tweaked those values. Now, instead, we use the backpack travel thing, right? We get to our backpack, and we travel back to the Dead City mercenary base. We hand in our task that we have. We dump all the gear that we have, considering I'm carrying way too much to be doing anything productive. Dump this as well, and all of this. And after that, we consider our options. I'll see what tasks they have there for me, but most likely we're heading south again. Except this time in Yantar, maybe I pick up the Psi helmet just to be able to get the stashes, or something along those lines, right? We'll see. But I also have a bunch of stuff to sell. And like I said, I'm going to do the vast majority of it off camera, because this is, well, you know, it's not the most interesting stuff ever. I need to just deposit all this stuff into my stash and sell some of the extras. But I think that's what I'm going to do, because the jobs here are kind of running dry, other than the main sort of storyline for the faction here that I have to do, which is one more task of killing military members that are way better equipped than I am. And so, yeah, I reckon what we do is we head back home. And we're back in Dead City, but we're in trouble. And I'll explain why we're in trouble with one simple button press. That's all the ammunition I have. Now, I've done a lot of crafting, and I've spent a fair bit of money on components as well that I didn't have. I needed some grooming kits, a couple of ramrods, and stuff like that, and, well, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is I can't even buy any more ammo. Not because I don't have the money, but there is no more ammo to buy. This is all there is. And I don't have any other type of weapon to use, so 545, 556, anything like that, those are all broken, and I can't fix them without the appropriate tools. So there's an issue, and then the other issue is I don't have ammo for this. And then, on top of all of that, because that obviously wasn't painful enough, right? I don't have 357 Magnum ammo anymore. I have 2 rounds left. I did, I'll be honest, off camera I did spring cleaning. Just one spring cleaning around Dead City. Killed like 2 zombies and, I don't know what else there was. There was like one more thing to shoot at, and fair enough, it died. It was easy, it was trivial really. But, I used up like 6 rounds of 357 Magnum. And I had 2 left, and I just left the pistol back in base. However, I've got this. And I got shrapnel shot for it. Now, this is going to be kind of useless at long range. Well, not kind of. Absolutely useless at long range. And kind of useless against people with good armor. That's exoskeletons and battle suits. But you know what the good news is? There's not going to be that many of those, trust me. So let's check that stash for, you know, since we're here. There's not going to be that many of those, I promise you, where we're going. And we are going to Yantar. And I'm hoping what I can do is I can use this gun to get myself into the general area around the brain scorcher in Yantar by picking up that side protection helmet from the ecologist. From the ecologist base or whatever. And speaking of, right? So, we pick up the side protection helmet from the... What is his name? Professor something. And then I can get the stashes, because I have about 4 or 5 of them that are right around the area of the entrance to the lab. Now, I don't intend on actually going inside the lab. No, that'd be a bit suicidal. However, sticking close to the lab, going around it, and clearing the sort of fenced-off, mutant-infested area, if you will, with this shotgun is going to be fun. The biggest problem is the lack of protection. Generally, this is something that I want to do with a battlesuit on of some description. Preferably something that has good protection against impact and rupture. So, you know. Something that will make mutant bites hurt a little bit less. Especially given the fact that, I mean, this is an insanely powerful shotgun. Like, absolutely insanely powerful. Which, hopefully, I'm about to demonstrate. By rushing in and helping. Next time, put shots into the shotgun that you intend on using, right? Generally a good idea. See, that's what I'm talking about. Fairly reliably, one blast in the general direction of a mutant is enough. One other thing I got to upgrade while at the base is this thing. I now have the next tier of detector. Which is good. It's not like the best thing ever. But it's better, it makes it easier to pick up artifacts, and clearly I'm going to be needing a lot of those. If I intend on making any money. Which I do. Intend on, I mean. Yeah. Fellow Clear Sky members and members of the ecologists and... No comment. Didn't see him. Gonna be honest with you, I just didn't see him. I was distracted by the guy at the roof, and then it was like, check one after the other, and then the guy just... Plus, I missed every shot, like, that is unbelievable. I don't think I even hit him once. That is just disgusting. Let's try that again, shall we? This time, load the rifle you intend on using. I hear that helps more often than not. Yes, I nearly paid dearly for that, so let's, you know, let's not. We can avoid that issue. This is my last life. I don't think I mentioned this, but I had one more life. Gifted to me at some point during the, off-camera session. I think it was when I was, Oh, this one looks kind of close. Okay. There you go. New detector already paying off because we have the cocoon. Okay. Not sure what to think of it, but it is the cocoon artifact. I don't remember seeing many of these. Alright, let's do the same thing again, help out the scientist. This guy this time. Yeah, whatever. Trust me, got problems of my own to think about. So, how are we gonna do this? Can I, Oh, there is no artifact this time. I don't need to go. I don't need to even go in there. There is no artifact. So, rifle out. Let's do the same thing again. Except this time, we're going to be extra careful. And we're going to check absolutely everyone. First of all, I'm wondering, how is he not dead? Second of all, I'm wondering, last time, right? I was given precisely 0 chance to react last time. None whatsoever. But I'll chalk that up to being shot at close range with that gun. Not what I would describe as a comfortable experience. Okay, we're still not safe. Because there could be loners in here. Okay, good. Good. And then... final check. Okay. Professor, I'm sorry to say this, but I have no idea how that guy got in there, but that was not where he was supposed to be. Anywho, job's done, Professor. There you go. 3, no, whatever. The other job's done as well. Got your classified information, so yeah. Want a trade? No, not really, no. Right, don't really have anything useful for me, do you? Okay, listen. Do you have any work for me that's Maybe. No, not really. Okay, what can you tell me about the Brain Scorcher and the Miracle Machine? Well, we still have a lot to learn. I know you. The MVP or frequency to Pripyat Central, the MVP alongside the forest, or even Limansk. Symptoms include migraines, hallucinations, television, and without sounding unprofessional, zombification. Right. The Miracle Machine or Brain Lab has very similar features. Yeah, here's the thing though. I need a side protection helmet. My task is, requires me to move through the Brain Scorchers and Brain Labs areas. Without it, I won't be able to complete it. We could grant you the thigh helmet immediately for the modest sum of 30,000 rubles.
How's your family doing?
Of course, if it doesn't, I'm coming back to eat your brains. Alright, you know what? Here's the money. And now I have a task to disable both the Miracle Machine and / the Brain Lab and the Brain Scorcher. See you around, Professor, I guess, because that's my task now, is it? I don't intend on doing this, not yet. However, I'm kind of forced to grab the helmet just to get to the stashes. And eventually I need to get down here as well. I don't have ammunition to be doing any of this stuff.
Заходите еще.
But I do have a very powerful shotgun. And a very powerful shotgun goes a long way if you use it correctly. See, that was my problem. That's why I died a minute ago. Wasn't using the shotgun. That was the problem. Set a waypoint and let's grab all of these along the way. I'm trying to close the distance, sneak up on anyone that's up here, but you see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I was already talking about the damage of this thing and how utterly absurd it is. At that distance, we ragdolled him across the camp. And oh my god, he has an AK-104 Alpha. What the hell is this? I need it, I want it, I'm taking it. Okay, out of curiosity, how the hell do regular stalkers get access to that kind of weaponry? Meanwhile, professional mercenary over here has what, Juggernaut? Access to the best shotgun in the game, arguably. Listen, true, only to an extent. There are slightly better ones out there. I may have been exaggerating ever so slightly when I said that this is the best one. It's the best caliber for the shotgun, but there are variants of this that are, shall we say, a little bit more practical, and i.e. not double-barreled. I think one ASM, I think, comes in a semi-automatic variant with like 4 shots, which is good. That helps, definitely, and I'm not gonna lie that it doesn't. Where's my stash? It's supposed to be in here. Of course, my thing doesn't work. There's an ISG uniform. Very interesting. Not very useful. Okay, both of you are friendly, correct? Because if you're not, you know. It's the sound it makes, I swear. It's the sound it makes when it takes a man's life. It is, truly something spectacular that one must witness in order to gain full appreciation of. For the record, if those were loners, I would be dead right now. Okay, just put it out there immediately. For the record, if they were loners, I would have simply perished. I would no longer be among the living. Oh, is that what dead means? Yeah, I know, I'm being a bit needlessly dramatic about it, but it is true. This is different. Although I believe there is a way in that doesn't involve going in through the front gate. Oh dear. Okay, I've walked through something a bit unsavory. Here we go. Gonna pop a radio protectant pill. Hey look, it's a shotgun like mine, except terrible in most ways. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kinda used to the area crawling with mutants, but apparently the protective gear that the professor sold me for 30,000, he's also been handing out willy-nilly. And so, as it turns out, yeah? Not, not the most uncommon thing in the zone, psi protective helmets. Apparently. You don't walk in there. Sorry, I just have to do this really quickly. I have to reload. Yeah, there we go. I had to reload because I need this. Oh, can I not bust that open? I thought I could. Huh. Okay. Okay. You got it, boss. Downstairs is the lab. Downstairs is... Excuse me, good sir. Downstairs is where we don't want to go. Not one bit, in fact. Because it's horrible. Is it really happening again? I don't know why it does that. I mean, I now know why it does that. I guess it's the pickup animations that are breaking the thing. Problem is, I needed it though for a variety of reasons, but whatever. Okay, set waypoint to the next stash. It is apparently down from here. But it would be up on the roof. The whole place is empty. I expected it to be like crawling with mutants everywhere. But no, it's... kind of just empty. Suits me just fine. I get to pick up all the stashes. Just die a scout. I am so disappointed in that weapon. Because I got the chance to try it at one point and I thought it would be really something. I did. And it was not. It was really not. Here's the thing. Part of me wants to go back to Dead City. And that part of me is winning the argument. Which is happening in my own head right now. And the argument is... where the hell are we gonna go with all this stuff? And why would we go anywhere but Dead City? Just to unlock the new, you know, faster route for to and fro the lab and everything, right? You really need to unlock it. No, you don't, but it's a cool excuse that I've now opened the road for myself to use the main one, right? Which is, you gotta admit, it's kind of cool. We get to use the main road now. Also get to pick up some shrapnel ammunition, which is good. And overall, now that I'm back, did that really happen? I mean, did that seriously just happen? Did that seriously just happen? First question, how the hell is he not being lit up by everyone inside the build, inside the main base, and everyone standing guard outside? Second question, where in the F did he go? But I have a way of answering that.
I'm listening, man.
Don't. So he was just walking down this street, and nobody saw fit to shoot the person. Okay, I apologize to everyone, but no, my bullets are going where I'm aiming them. Okay, it's It's just that somehow beyond me, but I was unable to hit him. I mean, it is pretty late at night, so... whatever, I guess. He can... go off on his own. Would like something to eat, though. Yeah, I can have some food. Not the best, but it'll do. Okay, and this. And some of this, and I think we're set for the evening. Now, I wonder, I'm at 66% for sleep. I'm going to pop some sleeping tablets. That's what they're there for. Well, among other things, that's what they're there for. And I have exactly one, so... there you go. I need to heal my limbs, as you can see. I got shot in the head by that guy. Yeah. I'm sure nothing a few hours of sleep won't cure. Mission occurred while I was snoozing, apparently. I have my favorite breakfast, which is just a bottle of mineral water every single time. But, you know, it is enough to get me through the morning. And we now have daylight, and hopefully, given the fact that we've slept through a fair bit of time, hopefully some new tasks as well. Maybe? You never know. First things first, though. I'd like to see if you have... yeah, he has updated his offer for me. And he is offering me a Remington 870. I used to swear by these rifles. They were really, really good. Not so much anymore, though. Nowadays, they're a bit... how do I put this? Well, they're a bit shit. Generally, shotguns have been nerfed, which I think is a good thing. They were way too powerful, in my modest opinion, right? I think shotguns were just too much, right? They were simply too much. You could do, like, with a regular 12-gauge shotgun, could probably one-shot most of the smaller mutants. Even the bloodsuckers and the snorks and the fractures and stuff like that. Generally, if you had a shotgun, they were no threat and they weren't scary at all. And if you make bloodsuckers not scary with a weapon that's very commonly available, it's, you know. Let's just call it not ideal. But, on the other hand, now that they've been nerfed, game's a lot more difficult. This is a lot more difficult. However, with the new shotguns, these basically do what these used to. So, yeah, this is... of course, the trade-off is you only get 2 shots with it, but, yeah. What can I put on my gun to make it a little bit less, less terrible? Honestly, not much. However, I do have more ammunition, finally. And I now have 357 HP, or hollow points, to no 23 times 75 to buy, but have that available as is. Okay. It's options, right? It's not the best thing in the world. Leaves some things to be desired, but this gives us options. Drop that off, and drop that off as well. And then over in the ammo box, drop all of these off too.
Who are you kidding? Only Delta gets that kind of crap.
Wouldn't be me if I didn't rush outside to check what the firefight's about. Yeah. Alright. The almighty task board. Please give me something good.
So one bad thing about being up front, no women.
It's not great. But I guess we're heading to army warehouses? Which is, you know... Alternatively, we have Cordon, Rostock, garbage, Great Swamps, garbage, Cordon, garbage, you're not even sure. Deliver the package to the Great Swamps, Alright, so army warehouses where? Eliminate dangerous mutant, grab this. Scouting expedition, and we have a stash in the area. We can't go near the Freedom Base still, I think. They're still probably going to be mad at me. But we can go in this sort of area and grab the stash. Hopefully it'll have gunsmithing... I need gunsmithing tools, right? I mean, advanced tools will be great as well, but hopefully it'll have gunsmithing tools, and with that I can sort of start moving in the correct direction. I can start making my own ammo, and that'll make things a lot more easy. But before we do that... Oh, this UMP is so good. The UMP would be so good because it's in a good caliber. It's 45 ACP, and with the Hydra Shock... 100,000, I just forget about it.
So one bad thing about being up front, go home, take your girlfriend out.
So I got the Electro site, which I know is good. I also have this EOTech site, which should be pretty good. Not enough money, really? Oh god. What the hell did I spend it all on? I think I'm just realizing just how much money I've spent on absolute nonsense. Well, you can have the cocoon artifact. I don't need that. Still not enough. Wow. Don't know what to tell you, buddy. I mean, I don't want to give you the morphine bandages, I suppose. Couple of those, and then god, I'm running out of ibuprofen as well. That is just sad, although I do think I have a few drugs I can sell. It's like, even then, not many, and that'll be enough to get the scope at least. It will make a big difference, because I am not great with iron sights, IRL or in-game. Okay, I like this. Although this is the one I'm most familiar with. Probably, yeah, I'll use this. That's the one I'm most familiar with, honestly. Okay, but I'm gonna have to cut the video here because I have some work to do, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We are off to the army warehouses. We are going to avoid freedom fighters like the plague. Okay, wow. Yeah, we're going to avoid freedom fighters, but we're going to just dip our toes just sort of in the outskirts of the mercenary checkpoint. Dip down towards the village, grab the tools, grab the stashes, grab the information, and get out of there. Hopefully a lot happier and a lot richer. So I'm going to load the armor-piercing ammunition just for good measure. But all of that next time. Until then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye. Oh, and of course, like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video and want to stay tuned with the rest of the series, rest of the content, so on and so forth. The Ironman run is still going, technically. Technically. We have Life Giver on, that helps, definitely, but we also have 1 life remaining, so... Yikes. Although, we've had 1 life remaining for the majority of the combat and you know, for the majority of the videos, so... Really, I would argue it is closer to true Iron Man without any life givers. In that sense. See you around. Bye-bye.